Alright, last time I messed up and I had my microphone off for two 20+ minute videos. I totally fucked that up. Sorry guys. So I'm gonna redo the videos and talk about some of these plays out of the Texans playbook. It's what I've been using if I don't use my custom, and I'll show you some of the cool plays in here. I like using single back a lot. As you can see, I go to it 47% of the time because I can run and pass out of a lot of these formations. This one is one of my favorites to sprinkle in some runs, but a lot of good passes out of the single back tight doubles. I'll start with the Texans drag in, not a dragon like the mystical creature, it's a drag in. So come on guys. But anyway, I don't know what it'll be named when you're making a custom playbook, but this play, I do a lot of wonders with this. Just leaving it as it is, it's pretty good because Miller on the drag can take a lot of the coverage with him, especially Fedorowicz. They can take the linebackers, which leaves it open for Hopkins because you can see that the corner has outside leverage. Doesn't always happen that way, but at least you have a quick dump off on a drag. But like you see, the coverage non-existent over the middle. It usually helps out Hopkins. Like I said, not guaranteed, but you get a quick dump off. I had Fuller there who beat the guy, but I want to show you how this play works here. I'm dead. This is not usually how we run it, but I'm just showing just as it is. It's still pretty good. Crap, went out of bounds. We get the coverage there, and I threw it way too soon. But what I like to do is I'll take Hopkins and I'll motion him because this route is amazing, especially man coverage, which it looks like it is. When you do here, Hopkins will either beat the guy or he'll take the coverage away and end up being a blocker for Miller on the drag. And you can do whatever you want with Fedorowicz. You can even leave him as is, because Hopkins can take the coverage, and Fuller can take some of the coverage over the top, which will leave Fedorowicz open in between the two of them. But mainly it's going to be Hopkins and Miller here. Like on this one, it's definitely Hopkins. As you can see, man killer, big yards. Oh, they want to man up again. Just as long as you got protection. You got some big yardage here. You can see here, you get 15 to 20 yards easy, if not breaking it. But against a zone, usually he'll take the coverage. But this is odd. I haven't seen the Colts man up a lot when I practice against him. It's just weird that they keep seeming to... Ooh, they got me that time. I wanted to show you, man, when I want to actually see a zone, I don't get it. You get a bunch of man, throw it right when he's going to make his cut, you get big yards, especially if you're good with your user jukes and stiff arms. Alright, zone, usually you can, the coverage, so what you gotta do is you gotta get the coverage over to your guys. Like, it'd be nice if they chase Fuller and Hopkins and leave Fedorowicz, but a lot of times they're going to cover, pick a clusterfuck up there, and Braxton Miller will get open, and you get a little convoy. So I'll show you here. This time it actually worked out as designed, where they took the coverage over the top and underneath, leaving Fedorowicz open, so you can even still use a corner route against the zone. Like it looks like we got. Oh, he dropped off the coverage. Guess that would be about time in there, but that's the ideal how it would work, is for Fedorowicz to get open. But if not, you just boom, and usually Hopkins is a pretty good blocker. Sets up a good lane for Miller to run. But against man again, It's like they get a little burst when they come out of that cut, so you can throw a little head of a normal cut, and he'll just do a fly over to catch it. It might be like a glitch route. Like I see other people use it in different ways. And open. See how that worked well enough to get that pass in there. I'll run it one more time to see if I can get that convoy from Miller. You'll see what I'm talking about here. Looks like I got it. Didn't get the blocking though, but got it still 15 yards without the convoy. So you see how it's... How I run my plays is I try to use people's distractions and spread out the coverage to get somebody else open. And it all depends on what the user's doing. So that's that first play. This play actually sets up another play in the same formation. And it is the slot corner. Especially if they man up, this play is pretty nuts. Because if they man up, you can get Braxton wide the fuck open on that corner. But on his own, Braxton just does the opposite. Shoot, I had Fuller open over the middle. But usually what Braxton, he does the taking the coverage. But they're going to man up. He'll take the coverage so you can get Fedorowicz open on that drag. But on this one, he's one-on-one with a linebacker. Yeah, we're going to take that. You can see how that last play I did, everything was towards the middle of the field or completely to the right. It was basically everything was to the right of the field, a little bit over the middle. So now if the user's like, okay, I gotta go stop what's going on over here, I'm gonna have to do something quick here. Probably need extra blocking. But then you just throw to the other side. If I had a good receiver, if I threw probably with a little more pepper, would have been better, but wow, I'm getting a lot of man coverage all of a sudden. Let's see. Right when I dove, still got the touchdown. You can see how it trick a user. Wow, this man coverage is gonna make me look really good. Just about redirecting the coverage where you want it to help out the guy. There, let's do a zone. Usually they go after drags, which will leave like a corner. Not a corner, a post route. Like Fuller, what he's doing should get open on something like this because the linebackers are worried about Fedorowicz. And it looks like a cover 3 here. So there's going to be a spot between that corner and safety, which is going to get open. But I don't know if Hopkins is going to lead that linebacker there. Might have to do a hut route to shorten that in. I mean that cutout. Might help. But I think that's where the place to go here is. Even with the linebacker dropping into that spot, I was able to get it through there. But you might want to just do a quick adjustment, shorten up Hopkins' route when you see something like that. But that's basically where you want to go on this when they're doing man. I actually was expecting to see more zone, but I'm not going to complain. Making me look like a really good player. Like right here. I was taking some risks. Seeing, I forgot to shorten up his route though. Let's shorten it up, see if that helps. This is not a cover 3 though, so it's not as advised to try this. Oh, it is a cover 3. Perfect. Shorten up the route helps a lot. So you see how 2 quick adjustments. Motioning Hopkins. Okay, so we see that it's man. Even if it's not a man, it's going to take a minute for the zone to get way out there. And then boom, you're going to have your slot guy wide. Because you set him up with that other pass play. Alright. It's a zone, so what do? We shorten up Hopkins' route. Looks like a cover 3 again. And that little spot's open. That's where you attack the cover 3, is those seams right there. But another thing, when it's a zone, unless they're playing like really hard to the flat, you can just do a quick dump off and you got a couple of blockers there. They're not always going to block, but there's times where I made some good plays with that. Stiff arm is one of my favorite things. Alright, I'm going to show you a couple other plays in this formation. I don't know if I'm going to show anything else other than this formation in this. Make a different video, but I love this formation. I got the Texans under. This play is great versus man or zone, because if you man up on Fuller, all the other receivers go in the opposite direction, so they drag their men with them, and they kind of slow down the guys covering Fuller, which you don't want to do because Fuller's 95 speed. He's going to be wide with open area there. And if I'm worried about a blitz, I will put Fedorowicz into block, but he's usually a dump-off guy, because if it's a zone, which it looks like here, the first read is Hopkins, because he can get to this little sweet spot right about there, and you can get 15 plus yards every time against a zone. This looks like a man, as you can see. All the coverage is gone. Big sweet hole right here. If you're worried about the blitz, you just put Fedorowicz, because he's just trying to take coverage away right now. I'm going to shift the line to take that safety blitz. Looks like it's coming. And hit Hopkins. Well, that's just a shitty throw. You can't hold me accountable for that one. Looks manned up again. Oh, that's what you got to worry about with Fuller. And that sweet spot again. Just got to do possession catch, because online people are going to hit stick you. This looks like it's manned up. Nobody there. Oh, just too fast. This play, I just love it. Looks like another man up. I'm gonna bring some extra protection. Give me the time to throw it up. Again, I think it's me. I think I'm running before I catch it. I'm messing it up. Sweet spot with the zone. Oh, what was that? Couldn't tell, fumble or interception. Either way, the guy got it. I tried to dive. And that sweet spot. Ooh. Now and then that happens. What I notice is that if you actually use the L1 to throw high, you can get over the running back, I mean the linebacker. I keep hitting run. I get too excited. I'll get it this time. Square. Now run. See, hold through a high pass, held L1 on that one, just to make sure. But always do possession catch, unless you got this. Woo! Sometimes it makes the catch before I can do it. But anyway, you see, I don't even really have to do adjustments with this. I suppose if I wanted to. Actually, I don't think I can, because it automatically has Fuller motioned, so you can't do any motioning if you wanted to. But you might be able to motion Fuller back. Nope, you're just stuck with this. You can just hut route. But this play is good as is. Through high, over the guy, and he dropped it. But you see, the directional passing helps out a lot. Throw high, make the catch in the little hole. Just something to do third and long. Use this play, because if they want to zone blitz you, you put in the, I mean not zone blitz, man blitz you. You put Fedorowicz in to help block, and you hit him because he's going to be wide. If they zone you, you look for Hopkins, but if they got Hopkins covered, which they haven't seemed to be doing, you just do a quick, you could still man throw to Hopkins, but he seems to mess up on this play for some reason. This is where you're like third and long, they're definitely blitzing. Give me enough time just to make this throw. User. And boom, touchdown, easy. So I'll just jump down. Having too much fun. Don't want to switch plays. There's a couple other plays in this formation that are really good. You know, now and then you gotta sprinkle in a run, like a dive there. Keep them honest. The cutback works pretty good, but I'll show you. Of course, you're getting blitzed a lot. Screens can help. This formation has a little bit of everything. Texan cross. This play. Great play. Your main target will be Braxton Miller, the slot guy. Lamar Miller, unless they just don't blitz, you're going to want to put him in the block. Because this play, you need a little bit of time. If he could catch, that would have been great. Because this play, the guy gets open more often than not, unless he's user covered. See, I'm still doing possession catch, but I don't really usually trust Miller. See, this is why I need to block Lamar. And the thing is if they still man up like this, you can do that same thing with Fuller, that I was doing on the other play. He's just gonna get wide. And that looks like another blitz. Nice catch. Couldn't make a move. Manned up. Make a move. So let's see, this is another good play. It's basically you see zone, you look for Miller. It's a man, you look to Fuller. And then you got your dump off would be for Dorowitz, but I thought of man, I totally jacked that one up. It can't be robotic. Can't be robotic where you're like, oh man, I'm throwing here. Oh, it's zone. Definitely man. This time I paid attention to the linebacker. Was patient. It was man, but I was looking around, seeing if anybody was open. This one I thought if Fedorowicz actually blocked that corner would be a really good setup for a little, might actually work right here. Yeah, block him. Perfect. Look at that. I found another way to use this play. Get a little train going here. He blocks that. Oh, I got caught anyway. But if you can just time it right and dump it off to, oh, he wasn't in a good position to make a block. I'm just trying to see if I get that freight train going again. A little convoy. Usually zone, that's the first look, but that, I wasn't sure if that was zone. I heard Vontae Davis coming across like he was manning up, but you want a guy who can catch in traffic, obviously, on this. Alright, I will show the cutback. I'll cut this off in around 20 minutes. I'll just do one more out of this formation. The cutback. Because a dive, it's pretty simple. You just look where the best place to run up the middle, get to the hole, pick up a few yards, hopefully break a big one. But this one, this plays it's pretty good. As a lot of cutbacks are in this game, if they block. Why isn't he blocking him? That's kind of messed up. That pulling guard should hit him. There you go. Now you hit him when I start going up the middle of the way. I'm expecting you not to make the block. There we go. Block him. See, you can get some pretty good plays on this if it works. The guy actually does his job. There you go. Do your job. And Braxton didn't do his job. He's gonna block him for a second. Just enough time for me to get out there. They're blitzing, so it's a little hard to do that. But there you go. Just enough time for me to... Oh, he went to freaking spin the wrong way. There you go. There you go. Oh, crap. That's no good. Nobody even touched him. But when you're passing, you can mix this in. There you go. Thanks for setting the edge. Get out of my face. You can bust off some big ones with this. There you go. Hit your guy. That was weak. Whoa. I'll run it one more time just for my own personal entertainment. Hey, Juke, you didn't do shit. Alright. That is that. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm gonna do another one, get in some other formations in this. But anyway, take care.